Alright, so today we're working on the Mazda Protege, aka Black Sheep. Today we're doing brakes because I've been driving like foot through the floor kind of brake thing. This is Corey, Mr. Crafty Hands. This is Ryan, Ready Ryan. And this is Carlicious over here. Block his face because he's a gangster and he's probably in trouble with the law, right? Yeah, anyways, real quick tip how to change the brakes before my battery dies is you'll have one bolt right there. You pop this up. You have these clips like these that come out. You just press them in like that, and then you just slide your brakes out just like that, and then you're all done. Or you could put in new brakes, you know, use brake grease, yada yada yada. Today we're actually changing the rotor, so we got to take off the caliper, which is another 2 bolts, and I'll show you that. Alright, so I'm now filming on my brother's camera because my battery's dead, but here's the same thing. If you come down here and you see this is the part that we lifted up earlier. Just go ahead and slide that out the way. Zip tie it to something or with a bungee cord. I'm just going to pull it off to the side. Try not to stress out your brake line or anything like that. And there you go. It's out the way. Then you got one bolt back here. Do you see that? You got one bolt back here that needs to come out, and another one right up top here, and then your whole caliper is going to come off along with the rotor. And then it's the same process for the other side. So sometimes you'll get a stuck bolt. These bolts 17mm. I take a wrench like this, pop it on, grab a hammer, and just go ahead and tap it to loosen it up. Reset your wrench, tap it, and there you go, bolts loose. And then you can get it off normally. That's when you have bolts that are going to be really rusted. In this case it is going to happen because all suspension is like going to be really rusted. And there you go. And then once we get this off, the caliper should come right off. There you go, and that's your caliper. You do want to save this. I actually wanted to powder coat mine, but maybe another day. And then your rotor comes off, and then your new one's gonna go right on. Okay, so now that we got this part off, I just zip tied it over here to hold it in place. What you want to do, if you don't have the proper tool to do this, you can use a C-clamp. Strap to the back side of the piston here, and to the top to push the piston back in so you can get your new brakes in there. And just go ahead and tighten it so the clamp's all the way in. Alright? Alright. So, we got our old rotor here. You can hold on to it, Carl. And we got the new one. This one's drilled, as you can see, and slotted, as well as even the stock ones have the vents in them. This is so that it keeps cooler when you're braking. First couple of times you brake, it has to heat up with the ceramic brakes I'm using, but this is going to work a lot better. It's an upgrade. Got these for about $100, including the brake pads off eBay. They're the cheap kind, so don't expect much. First thing you want to do is just hold them together. Make sure you got the right size. For stock Protege 5, 2000 to 2003, they're 257mm. So make sure you get that right. And now we're just going to have Carl put them on the car. It's easy as just sliding them in. Go ahead, Carl. Okay, so now that we got the caliper off, we pushed the piston back in with the C-clamp. You're just going to do the exact opposite, and when reinstalling, slide it right over, put the bolts in the back here, line it up. Might take a little work there. And you're all set. Okay, so it's time to put on our brake pads. Only thing you need to keep in mind is there's one for each side and they're both different. Did you see the brake pads on here? There's 2 different ones and they're different from each other. This one with no bump right here goes on the outside, and the ones with the bump here, that goes on the inside. The inside, like that. Alright, now to put them in, you got these little shims here at the bottom. They should be in place, but if they're not, put them in place. Wiggle it in there, just like that. Okay, so sometimes you get these parts, they're going to be stuck on there. A flathead screwdriver and a hammer will usually fix it. Most problems can be fixed with a hammer, even in marriage.